What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video utilizing the pudding strategy. So we're going to be playing the list that got top 16 in the Australian regionals that happened in Auckland, New Zealand, the first OP08 regionals of the season. Pudding got top 16. Don't exactly know the player's name right now. I forgot to write that down, but congrats to that player. This is their list. It was very similar to the list I was running pre-08. It's just like a primer for the deck, except I wasn't on the Whitebeard, of course. Whitebeard's a very good card in the deck. They're on the 10 ace, the 9 mom, and the 10 mom as their top end. Pretty respectable. You just want to ramp into those 3 cards. They seem pretty good. And then, of course, like double ramp with the Katakuri Newgate, so you always try to get there on 4, get to either 9 or 10 on 4 so that you can play your big drops. Bonclay as well with the ramp, and just a very good card. Pudding Searcher. We're going to claim the One Piece Searcher, 4 of the 0 drops. So I like this list. Only 1, 2 of as the Frankie, a 2K counter. Very consistent list. Not a lot of tricks it's trying to do, just trying to do one thing very consistently, which is I think how you should be building Pudding. It's a very one trick pony type deck. Doesn't have a very high ceiling, but what it does is very good. It summons 10 Mom, which is a very broken card. So we're going to go through some games with this list from the Auckland Regionals. One thing I wanted to talk about in this video is I'm going to be starting the VOD reviews for my channel. The watchers will be able to start submitting me videos because, like I said in the last video, I'm going to start playing Nami as like my main deck. If you want me to review your games for a video in the future, this is the instructions for how to do so. First, you're going to record a video using OBS or whatever video recording software you want, but I use OBS and OBS is free. So I would suggest using that. Learning OBS wasn't that hard for me. You gotta understand that I come from literally not knowing anything about Jesus Christ. Literally in the sentence I'm talking about, I don't know anything about technology. My alarm goes off, so that just kind of shows you how bad I am with technology. But I literally don't know anything about technology. I'm a lawyer, IRL, so I don't know anything about technology. But I learned how to use OBS, so you can too. It's pretty easy, and it's nice to know how to do that kind of thing for the future if you don't already know. So, add another skill to your back pocket while also recording some videos for me to review if you want to. Second, just make sure that it's a ranked game using the OP Bounty rank system. You guys know I use OP Bounty, so it's this right here. You got to download the OP Bounty. I'm sure a lot of you are already playing ranked, so you should be able to should know how to do that. Please keep the ranked window, this thing right here, this thing I'm hovering over. This is what I call the ranked window. Keep this thing in the video the whole time, please, kind of like I do for my videos, just so I know that it's a ranked game. I don't want to be publishing stuff that aren't ranked games under the name of ranked game. And I also want to be able to see both players' ranks. Once you get into a game, you click Play West, join the game. It'll show up as both players' ranks. Please keep that in there so I can announce at the beginning of the video what both players' ranks are. Next, you'll post the video. This is exactly how VV Theory does his VOD reviews. So we're going to do it just like he does. You're going to post the video to YouTube as a private video. I know it's a lot of work, but it's kind of what I got to do right now for now until I figure out a better way. But post a video to YouTube as a private video. You're going to send me the private video link over email. Here's my email. Send it to my email, and I'll get to it. Please put as the subject line in that email, ranked game, dash, and then your deck name, something like that. Just make sure it says ranked game in the beginning so I know it's a ranked game and not something to do with, anything else I get emails for. And then please include a screenshot of the deck list that you used in that game so that, I can show off the list before the video starts. And then I'm assuming for the next video, show off a different list for a different video so that everyone's in the loop of what the list is. And we can also do a little list critique if you want to do that too. Yeah. And then Of course, feel free to send multiple games with one list if you want to. I'll cover them all. We can make one video for one list depending on how many games you send me. I'm open to anything, so that's how we're going to do it. Starting today, this is how you'll send in the videos. I'll also put this in the description of the video so that you have that there. And I'm also gonna... Alright, we're going to go first, play the pudding, search for the Tin Mom was the only target. They're going to go second, play the Kureha, search the Shut Up and Come event. We do have to swing 5 here into the event, unfortunately, just to get our leader ability off. So we kind of just have to do that. But we don't care if they counter out 1k, so we're just going to swing 5 instead of 8. They don't take it, so we'll just swing another 5. Now that they've already played the chopper with no effect, they're going to discard a 1k counter past turn. Potentially shouldn't have swung with the pudding there, but since I took it, I thought I'd at least get a 1k counter out of their hand. Obviously, we could keep the pudding to swing into the Kureha. They're going to put one into the leader, swing 5 with the chopper Alabasta. We're going to give them a 1k Newgate since we know we have 2 more coming on the way in our life. They'll swing 5 at life with the Kureha, so they're not going to clear the pudding, which will help us clear this Kureha next turn. And then they're going to go 6 and hold up another event past turn. So we're going to start 2 into the Kureha. Probably just going to be playing Newgate this turn. And I believe I didn't really understand in this first game how Newgate was supposed to work. Like what's the most optimal way to utilize Newgate. And I fucking clicked I moved the beige to the bottom. So I didn't know how Newgate worked on the sim. I moved the beige to the bottom. Obviously I want beige on the bottom life. So I moved it there. I didn't realize it was asking me over here what you needed to put on top. So I put the beige on top. Obviously beige was supposed to go on bottom there, and I'm supposed to put one of these other cards to the top, probably the Newgate, so that I can use my leader ability. While not revealing the beige, I'll just reveal these 2 cards. But yeah, misplay there, or misclick there, I guess. I don't know. I knew I was supposed to do. That wouldn't have happened in real life. But I put the one known one on the bottom so that I can reveal the 2 unknowns, so I can get to 10 next turn. Clear the Alabasta chopper in the process. He counters out of the Kureha swing, of course, using the Shut Up and Come event to play the new book chopper. He's going to put 1 under his leader, swing 6 with the book chopper, see what he plays off of that. He's going to play the chopper blocker off of that. We'll give him a 2k. Just try to counter out when you can against these aggro strategies. He's going to play the 2020 chopper, book chopper into the hiking bear arrested, and then swing 5-6 with Kureha leader. Take the 5, discard a 10 mom or 9 mom. Yeah, 10 mom for the Sanji blocker. And he's going to go 6 at life. We'll take it, hit the trigger event. Only real target here is Katakuri, so we just have to take the Katakuri. And pass turn. And we're only at 9 down, so we're going to have to play this 9 mom. Probably put the standing book chopper in life or something. We're going to swing 2 into the Kureha. Lets that go. 5 into the bear. Lets that go. 7 into the book chopper rested. Lets that go. And I think we're going to keep the Sanji standing just in case he does have a 2k. We're going to play the 9 mom, discard the 9 mom. Put the book chopper in life, gain a life, pass turn. And keep the Sanji standing so we don't die to a rush. Now he could clear the Newgate, which would be slightly annoying, but it's better than him like putting us at 0, probably. Obviously clearing the Newgate with the chopper effect. He does have a jet pistol. I will say one of the topping lists from this weekend, I believe this weekend's Treasure Cup top 4, they were on 2 jet pistols, so it seems like a pretty good card for the deck that you'll need to keep an eye out for going forward. They'll go 7-7 at life. They're not going to capitalize on the -3 from the chopper. And then we'll just go 5 into the chopper. They should just let this go probably. because we're going to go 7-9 into it. And then we're just going to 10 mom, of course. Our play's kind of just planned out here. So they'll let it go. We'll go 7-9 at life. And then play the 10 mom, gain 1, burn 1, pass turn. We burn a dragon, which is pretty good. I know the list is on probably 4 dragons now, if it is a carbon copy of the topping list. Always good to know what lists have been topping. Always like check the Eggman events page to see what the most recent topping lists are, so that you're prepared for what's in the opponent's deck, like the ratios and whatnot. Because now I know that like Rayleigh, if they are copying the list, the Rayleigh is not an option. They don't have Rayleigh in the deck anymore. So we know like the only 8-drop feasible 8-drop we could foresee is the Monkey D Dragon. They're just gonna go 9 though into the Whitebeard. We'll let that go. Take that as a free block. He did his job. And then they're gonna play Kid Killer, go 10 into 9. We gotta let that go because we really need a 10 mom next turn. So we'll go 5-5, see if they give us a 1k here. Not really incentivized to swing at their life this turn because we're gonna burn 1 and then leave them with a brick in life. Be able to go for game next turn with 2 12ks leader. So we're gonna big mom, pass turn. And I think we just secured the game with that second big mom. They're going to play Chopper into Blocker Chopper. Book Chopper into Robson. And all this just doesn't matter. They have another Blocker Chopper though, which is slightly annoying. They're going to go 5 into life. I think we counter that. No real reason to counter. No real reason not to counter. Because we're just going to go for game. We're going to go 12 at life. We're just going to go 12, 12, 15. Potentially, like, depending on what happens here, I guess we can like keep the Dawn open to potentially swing with the pudding, but since they blocked that one, we're just gonna go 15 and win the game. Going to the next game, we got a pudding versus Bonney here. Bonnie's gonna start with a Bonney searcher character. We're gonna pass. We're not gonna play the Flampe. Not a matchup where they usually starve us, so I'm not gonna play that. They're going to take a 2k a poo, swing 7, we'll take it, no trigger. We're going to go 5 into this Bonney, use the leader ability, gain a Dawn, rested, revealed the Lin 9 and the Searcher event. Then we're going to play Pudding into a Sanji, pass turn with a 3 Dawn up. You surprisingly do this whole like pass with 3 Dawn up quite a bit, I found. So maybe there's something in the game that could be like a 3 Dawn card, like Viola or something that we could be playing to help mitigate this early game tempo loss. But we do go to 7 Dawn next turn when they're still on 5, so that's pretty nice. We're obviously going to play this Katakuri. We counter out of that. I know that we could double ramp this turn if we would have took that life so that we could put the Lin down instead of the event down with the Katakuri. Swing and reveal the Lin in the bottom card. But, like, we're going to 10 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. To get the double ramp, we just need the 1 ramp since we're going to 10 with that 1 ramp. They're going to go play Bonney, stun our Dawn so that we can't 10 mom. Luckily, we have a 9 mom in hand. They're going to go 7 to the Katakuri. We'll give them a 1k, then they're going to switch to go to life, which I guess is fair. We rip another 10 mom for later turns. That's really nice. We're going to go 7 into this Cavendish. They're going to tap the leader. They'll give us a 2k, of course. Then we're just going to play the 9 mom. Dawn -1, discard the pudding. Gain a life, put the Cavendish on the bottom, pass turn. They'll go 5. We'll give them a Frankie. They'll go 6. We'll take that one, hit the event. Search for the Katakuri. Potentially should have searched for the 3rd big mom, but I felt like our hand needed some counter in it. Just because we know the 9 mom's coming our way out of life. We'll go 9 into the Bonney just to get it off the board. They're going to tap our leader, of course. Then we're going to play 10 mom, gain 1, burn 1. So as long as they like start tapping their characters, we can start stabilizing with the 10 moms. And obviously clearing board as well with the 9 mom, 10 mom. They do have Carrot on the field, so our Katakuri is essentially useless now. If they ever swing into it, we probably just let it go now that Carrot's on the field. No real use in wasting counter on that card anymore. They're going to go 12 into the Mom. We'll just counter that while they freeze the Katakuri. And then they're going to go 7 into the Katakuri. Like I said, I'm just going to let that go because of the Carrot. He would have provided me no value next turn, so no reason to counter, in my opinion. We're going to go 12 into the Carrot. Obviously swinging with the 12 first because they can tap the 12 if we don't. We'll go 2 into the Bonney. They're going to take that block, which is whatever. We'll just swing 5 into the Bonney and then Tin Mom. Pass turn. Maybe the third Tin Mom was a little win more, but I think we probably should just grab that third Tin Mom over the Katakuri. Honestly, because now we don't have a really good play this turn. We're going to have to search for the 9 Mom. We get super lucky searching for the 9 Mom there, just to have something. But like I said, I shouldn't have misplayed earlier. This wouldn't have been an issue if I would have just grabbed the Tin Mom off instead of the Katakuri like I should have. But we do get lucky, hit the 9 Mom. We're going to put the Urug on the bottom, gain a life, discard the Katakuri, pass turn. So now they just have the 10 drop leader. They could 10 drop us again, but they're only freezing. They're not going to freeze everything, of course. They can't freeze the leader with the 10 drop. They're going to freeze the 3 bodies. And then we're in a good spot there if they do that. Let's see what they do. Sitting at 5 life and a 4 life leader feels pretty good. They're going to start 10 into 9. We'll give them a 2K just to make them put more Dawn under their leader. Waste their turn trying to kill these guys if they really want to kill them. They're just going to play the Zoro. And I'm not dead to Zoro if I can clear this Dofi, so I think about this for a while. I could just gain a life with Ace, swing a bunch at life, put him to 0 for next turn, but that's a little risky. He would have technically 6 or 5 swings coming my way to 5 life. I guess Hody would get him there if I just keep bricking, so I decided to go for to kill this 10 drop, make him waste all his cards on it. And I'm not really doing anything with my hand otherwise. So I'll just go 6, 9, and then play this Bond Clay just to have a 4-drop 9k body next turn in case he does try to like put all his Dawn under Zoro, swing 3 times into my board. We can still surely kill him with the 9k Bond Clay. They're gonna go 7 at life. We'll take this because we really want to incentivize them to go for game instead of spending Dawn and blockers and stuff, like double Urug or something. So we really want him to go for game. We want him to play like, I'm not sure what his game plan here was. He swung 7. If you were going to play Hody, you need to swing 5, and then Hody 8, and then Zoro 3 times, 999. But now Hody's just not an option. Well, Hody's obviously an option, but you can't Zoro as well. So they're just going to put 5 under Zoro, swing 3 times. Yeah, there's just nothing they can do to win this game now that they don't have the Hody Zoro combo. And even if they did, we have enough counter. That's why I took the 7, is because even if they do have Hody, I have plenty of counter for it. They're going to swing 14 into our 12 Mom. We'll counter out the first one. They'll do it again. And then they're going to do it again. But now they're not holding up any Dawn for leader ability, and it's just a clear game shot from here. We'll go 11 with the Bond Clay and win the game. So going into the next one, got another Bonney game here on the ranked ladder. I believe the same player, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to play the Searcher Bonney. We're going to use our Searcher to find the pudding just so we can play it this turn. We're really looking for like a top end here. We find the 9 Mom, which we wanted the 10 Mom, but that's fine. Didn't take the Katakuri because we have the white beard. That's kind of nice. That's kind of why we're playing, like, you know, we're playing 2 searchable big drops, playing 1 searchable ramp card, but the other one's not searchable. So if we have one in hand, we can choose to search, you know, the other one. It's pretty nice that way. We can curve out pretty well here with Bond Clay into the Searcher event, take a 2k counter, pass turn. What I was saying was, like, if we don't have any big drops in our hand. We have the mid game Rampers, Whitebeard, Katakuri. We can search for the big drops. Whereas if we have the mid game Rampers already, we can search for the 10 drops. That's why these searchers are pretty nice, and why it's really nice in this deck to have like a, just a pretty consistent list of 4-ofs across the board, so that we can do those kind of plays. We're gonna swing 7 into life. Of course, our Bonclay is gonna get killed, but that's fine. He did his job. He ramped for us. No need to like put the 2 unknowns on the top with the new gate. I didn't catch what we put with the new gate on the bottom life there. So let's take a look. I know we put the 10 mom on top of our deck, and we put the beige on the bottom with the Frankie as a second life. So that's the power of new gate there. You get to put the Frankie on the second to life, where it's gonna trigger play draw, and then we're gonna have the beige for obviously the last life being beige is always crazy. They're gonna play their jewelry Bonney because we are going to 10 next turn, so that we can't 10 mom them. Lucky enough, we don't have it. We have the double 9 drop mom. Once again, to just mitigate their Bonney, to do essentially a do nothing card. We're gonna swing 7 into the Urog. They'll counter out and tap our leader, and then we're just gonna put the Urog in life because we're much more scared of that effect than we are of the Bonney continuing to be on the field. They're gonna swing 5. We'll take it just because we know we're gonna 10 mom next turn, get an extra life anyway. And we know that top card is 10 mom because we put it there on top of our deck. They're going to swing 5, 8. We'll counter out the 5, take the 8, hit the Sanji blocker, use that effect, discard the ace. It's probably the least relevant card in our hand right now. We're going to swing first with our 9k, just obviously play around the leader ability. Then we'll go 5, 7 after they tap the Sanji. And here we just 10 mom, gain 1, trash 1, pass turn. We're not dead on board or anything, so that's nice. And we have the beige in life, just in case they do have something crazy. They're going to go 5 into the Sanji, never going to protect that, with 6k, 8k on the board as well. They're going to play the carrot. Now, in my eyes, the new gate is dead, so if they ever swing into it, it's did its job as a blocker, because I'm never going to save it with a carrot on the field. They're going to swing 7 into life. Good choice. They're going to get 2 Dawn back. We'll take it. They'll go 8 into Newgate, which is not a good choice in my opinion. I would have just went at life. If I was them, put me down to 1. That way I can max go to 2 next turn and maybe can kill me, but they swing at the Newgate, never going to save that. Like I said, with the carrot, still be able to swing next turn. Never going to give them that free value, so I'll go 9 because they don't leave a leader ability up. Big mistake. Because now I'm just going to go 9, 12, 5, and then 10 mom. So next turn we probably just kill them. They're going to start 5. We'll give them the Whitebeard. And we're not really scared of dying at all, simply because we know we have the beige on the bottom. And like even if we took that, we're not afraid of dying because of, like I said, beige. But it was just a free 1k, might as well take that. They're gonna swing 6. We just have another beige, so we'll hit the Rosinante to alleviate some pressure, just in case they try to pivot to board or something. And then they're gonna play double blocker, Basil, Urog, but only have 1 card in hand. They do have the Dawn, 3 blockers, 1 life, so not sure if we can absolutely kill them this turn, but we can at least gain a life with the 10 mom or the ace, depending on how we want to do this, how they react to all these plays. We'll go 12, they'll tap the 10 mom, go 9, they'll block with the Urog. We have a smorgasbord of options here. We can play the 9 mom, put the carrot in life. If we wanted to, we could also just play the ace, choose not to gain a life, and swing into the carrot. We actually swing into life here because we put them on not having any counter. Sure. I don't think we were dead because, like I said, we have beige, so we're not really scared of dying, and we have double 0 drop in hand to get all the bricks out of hand. We're going to draw an extra card with Frankie, etc., etc. They're going to swing 7, and we can just guarantee get out of this and then live because of that beige. So if they try to swing out now, we just take everything. Even if they have Hody, we have enough to get out of the Hody swing, regardless of how they swing with Hody. Now we know they can only swing 8 with Hody, so we'll just take that. Hit the leader, beige, and even if they have Hody, we can get out of it. Even if they swung 8 or 9 with the Resonante, I mean, we can still get out of the 9, so we're pretty safe no matter what happens in that turn. And we get the game. Going into the next game, what I would consider a bad matchup for putting Lucci versus Alero, another ladder demon. They're going to go Tempest Kick into Spandam. We're just going to swing 8, gain a Dawn, get a life out of them, reveal the Flampe, reveal the event, pass turn. Next turn, obviously we're going to Katakuri. We got to take this Flampe so that we can double ramp next turn. They're going to play Rebecca, search for the Jack from Trash. To play the Spandam, search the Khalifa. We're going to play the Katakuri, turn our 1 life that's face up, face down, and then swing, get it active Dawn. Swing 6 with leader, they take it. We're going to use our leader ability, reveal the 2 hiddens to get a Dawn rested so that we can go to 10 next turn and start 10 momming them. They're going to go 5, we'll give them a 1k. Just to say a decently high life, they're going to play him up a Lucci. And now, since I played that Lucci, I'm tempted to just play 9 mom now, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play 9 mom first and then the 10 mom the turn after. That's usually how I like to do it. I think that's probably the best way to order those 2 cards if you can. If you can play the 9 mom first, gain a life, discard a card, put something in the life, alleviate some pressure on board, and then play the 10 mom next turn. Seems like a pretty good play to me. They're going to go 5 and then Ice Age this mom and then play Jack to kill the mom. So they were able to clear the mom, but there's just no way they can clear this 10 mom next turn, I think. Unless they have, you know, another Ice Age. They would have to have Ice Age, leader ability, and another minus to kill it with the Jack. The Rebecca's a little annoying. That's one thing about the pudding deck and obviously the Katakuri deck. Any 10 mom deck kind of struggles against blockers, like cheap blockers like that. They're going to go 6. We'll take it just because we want to kind of play this ace next turn if we can, but we do rip a 10 mom off of the event, so now we kind of don't want to go down too far in life now that we know we were going to 10 mom instead of ace next turn. So we'll counter out of this last 8 swing. They're just going to play a Sabo. Double blocker up here, past turn, I'm assuming. And we're just going to 10 mom them. Oh, we draw another 10 mom. Busted. We're going to go 5. They'll take the block, so we're just going to go 12 into 6. It's a nothing swing because they're just going to Rebecca every single time, no matter where we put the swing. And then we'll just 10 mom, pass turn. Slowly whittle them down while we swing up board so that, you know, next turn or maybe the turn after we can go at life pretty safely. They're going to tap their Sabo. So I would hope they're going to play Gecko Rebecca or something this turn. We do hit the Sanji, so we're going to get this dead Atis out of our hand and then take the block with the Sanji because it's so easily removable. Then they're going to play Gecko into Rebecca into Spandam. Spandam search for Tempest Kick. So they can't remove any bodies this turn, but they can spam out their own bodies. Like I said, we're probably just going to swing up board this next turn. We're going to go 5 at life first just to get a 1k out of hand, and then we're going to direct everything else to board. We'll go 12 at the Sabo. They'll block 12 at the Sabo to alleviate all those blockers next turn, so that we can hopefully just kill them with the triple 10 mom next turn after we burn life, gain life. And I'm not exactly sure what the bottom card of my life is now. I don't think I know at this point in time because I caught a curried rather than Whitebeard earlier. So we are technically dead on board though, unless we get a trigger. And of course they have to swing perfectly to do so. Which I think is the situation you're going to find yourself a lot of times against Lucci is just like, you got to rely on the triggers. It's yellow, you know. It's a bad matchup. In the bad matchups, you just got to rely on having pretty good triggers. You know, play as optimally as you can throughout the game, then hopefully your triggers get you there in the end. They're going to go 9-9. I take the second 9. They're going to go 9 and they're going to go 11, so we'll take this opportunity to get out of this 9 first. If they went 10-10, I still had it, even if they went 10-10, because I had that 1K left over from the Whitebeard, so I could get out of it. Right? Yeah, I would have got to 11. So either way, they swung there, we won. Going into the second to last game of this video, we're going to be playing against the new 3D2Y Luffy deck, making a lot of waves on the rank sim. If you looked at the most recent top rankings of decks from that gets published every week on the rank sim Patreon, then Luffy is high up on the list. It gained a lot of traction over the last 2 weeks in OP08 format, obviously due to the Italians topping with their 3D2Y list, and then Americans topping with their 3D2Y lists, copying the Italian lists. At our nationals, ton of 3D2Y there. We're gonna put our new gate. This time we're not gonna misclick. We're gonna put the mom on the bottom, and then we're gonna put the 2 hidden cards on top so that we can double ramp and put the beige on the bottom so that we know beige is there for the rest of the game. We're just gonna go 5 so we can get that double. We can get that single ramp with the new gate. Sorry, not double ramp. It's not Katakuri, so we can't double ramp. But we are gonna get to 9 next turn. Now they're gonna go 5-5. We'll take the first, counter the second, play Rebecca. They're only on 6 Dawn, so. Oh, we rip a 9 mom, nasty. Oh no, we knew the 9 mom was coming because of the Whitebeard. Okay, we're fine. That wasn't just pure luck, I guess. We knew the 9 mom was coming with the Whitebeard, so that's pretty good. We're gonna 9 mom, put the Brook on bottom. It's obviously the most problematic card at this point in time on the field. Next turn we can safely 10 mom. Sitting at a good life total, probably gonna be sitting at 3 life next turn. And they're only on 8 Dawn, so they're gonna swing 6. We take that one, hit a 0 drop, no trigger. They're going to play Suru, playing some counters out of hand to get this 9 mom down to 2 so that they can play their T-Bone, another 2K counter. So they just lost a ton of counter out of hand just to clear our 9 mom. So that obviously means that they're probably not going to be able to clear the 10 mom next turn. So that'll be sticking, hopefully. We can safely take these 2 life and then play ace if we wanted to. Choose not to gain a life, swing 10. We'll just see what they do first and foremost. They're going to swing 5. We'll hit a beige. Think about triggering it, but probably not worth it. Maybe you could argue that we just hit the leader with that, just because we are going to end up 2K'ing this leader anyway. Just in case they do want to pile some Dawn up under the leader, we won't have to take the hit, but I'd rather just have the 2K, I think. If they want to put all their Dawn under their leader and swing big, then I'm more than willing to take that and keep the 2K in hand. Then the other option of them like spamming board and then just swing 6. If they just do that like they're doing now, they're going to swing 6 anyway, so we have the beige there anyway. So I didn't really see any value in triggering there. They're going to go 6, of course. Like I said, we're going to give up that beige. We're going to go 5 into the T-Bone. They're going to block free, and then we'll go 12 into the Sabo. They're going to block free with the Rebecca. We're just going to play the ace, gain the life, pass turn. Use it as a pseudo 10 mom. And that's the position I find ace in a lot in this deck, is that it's kind of just a pseudo 10 mom where you're just gaining the life passing most of the time. Because you never really want to go down that far in life unless you have to. They're going to go 5-7. We really need a big drop here. They're going to go 7 with the leader now that it's boosted by 1K. So we're going to have to event into a 10 mom. Unfortunately, did not find the 9 mom this time. Didn't get lucky this time. We're going to try and clear the Sabo. Of course, it is blocked. And then we're just going to go 10 into the Sabo again. Clear the Sabo and then play the Sanji. Since they discarded like 2 2K counters earlier, we can kind of put them on not having too much counter in hand. We can just play the Sanji. If it gets a block for us, then it gets a block for us. We're probably just going to block the first swing with it if we can. If it's big enough to justify a block. Of course, because it's the most removable card on the board. Get some sort of value out of it if we can block with it before they remove it. We're not dead on board even if they do remove it, because we know we have the beige on the bottom. See what they do. They're gonna kill the Sanji with the Sanji. And then what? Swing 7, 9, 9 or something. They're gonna go 7. Could take this and not die, but I decided to counter out. Maybe that's incorrect, I'm not sure. I just didn't want to go down to 0 life next turn if I could help it. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to kill them at all. Like, I can't kill them next turn, so I really need to like try and stay at some high life. They're going to go 9 and we hit the beige. Unfortunately, not going to be able to use it. So kind of a wasted beige that turn. Maybe I should have just took all 3 life. Actually, now that I think about it, if I knew they were going to go 7, 9, 9. So that's probably a misplay, to be honest with you. We're going to go 5 into the T-Bone. They luckily give us a counter there, so that it's more likely that we can kill their Gecko with Tin Mom, but we don't. They do have the double 2K, even though they played double 2K earlier. Unfortunate, but we'll see if we can trigger our way out of this. They're going to start 9. We hit the 0 drop. I think if I play it a little differently, so let's go back. Let's go back. I think this is worth talking about. So they go 7 here and I counter out of it. I think that's fine because I know I have 9k in hand. I have 10k in hand once I take this pudding to life. What I should have done is counter out of this, of course. I should have just went to 1 card in hand, let the base stay that way. I can clear the T-Bone. They have 3 swings. I'm going to gain a life with the Mom, go to 2 life with the beige on the bottom, no matter what this top card is. Doesn't matter. I put the beige on the bottom. I have 2 life with beige. They can't kill me with 3 cards, with 3 swings, a Sanji Gecko leader. And then it's a guaranteed game rather than relying on the Tin Mom life gain. So that's a massive misplay on my end. Very game-ending misplay. Something that you'll need to learn when you play the pudding deck is those kind of interactions. So I misplay super hard here. I should have just countered out of this 9 to keep the beige in life. But I don't. We get lucky. We get there in the end. We get really, really lucky with the Tin Mom gain, being the 0 drop. So we win anyway. But that was the other path was a guaranteed line to victory rather than just, hoping to gain something, a beige or a 0 drop with the Mom. So now they're just going to divvy up their Dawn, and there's just no way they have it. I have triple 2K in hand. They can go 10, 12. But yeah, we'll just get out of the 10 with the 3 2Ks and win the game. So pretty sloppy on my end, but at least we got to see where I messed up, and you can correct that for your future games. And then last game of this video, we're going to be playing against the BY Luffy, the boogeyman of the format, the best deck in format, apparently, which it probably is. I mean, just to be honest with everyone. I say Nami's the best deck, but it's the best deck for me. Best deck for me. Because I don't know how to play the BY. I've tried playing BY Luffy, I'm so bad with it. It's not even, like, fair how bad I am with it. We're going to take the pudding, or the flampe off of the searcher event, get another 2K in hand. We already have our top end set up and our middle game set up, so we can just grab a 2K off of that. We're just going to swing 5 because we really don't even want them to take it. They do take it, but and then pass turn with 3 Dawn up. Oh, they're going to swing 5. We'll give them the Katakuri because we have the white beard. We really want to move this beige to the bottom if we can. So will you choose to keep the white beard over the Katakuri just because we know beige is there? And like we're going to 7 Dawn next turn. We gain with leader, we go to 8. So we're going to go to 10 Dawn anyway. Not this next turn, of course, but the next turn after that. They're going to play Sabo on 5. A lot better for us than 5-drop AK Luffy on 5. We're probably going to put this Tin Mom. No, we're going to put the white beard so that we have only 1 card. We're going to put the white beard down just so we have 1 card that's revealed in our life rather than 2, because white beard was one of the cards that was revealed in our life. So that we have some sort of mystery here. No need to like put the beige on the bottom. It would, like I said, we're going to 10 Dawn next turn anyway because we're on 8 once we leader swing, we'll be at 8 Dawn. We'll go to 10 Dawn next turn. So no need to put this beige on the bottom, because you know, at first instinct you're thinking, okay, put the white beard on top of our deck, put the beige on bottom, reveal these two, gain a Dawn. But there's just no need to do that. Like I said, we're going to 10 next turn anyway with our leader effect now. Oh no, we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we're going to 9 Dawn. So minus everything I just said. What I meant to say is that we don't need to use our leader ability this turn. We can safely go to 9 Dawn, play the 9 Mom, because that's what we kind of want to do anyway. And then after that, we're going to start 10 Momming or acing. 9 Mom not only lets us get this brick out of hand and do something with it, but also going to put a card to their life to alleviate some pressure. I'm assuming they're going to play the 5-drop AK Luffy next turn. We can put that in their life, alleviate some pressure, put it on bottom. If they have double Flampe after they've already Flampe'd, then good on them. They get mega plus off of that play, but they kind of just have to have it. They would have to have double Flampe and the 2-drop Luffy to get any sort of value off of that play, so it's kind of safe to map out our turns like this. And plus, we really just don't want to put this above 0, above our last card in life. We theoretically want to go beige into the 0-drop, of course, because 0-drop has to be the last card in life, whereas beige doesn't. So, you know, you have to just kind of value whether you want your triggers to be just insane, set them up exactly how you want them to be, or if you want to go to 10 next turn to play 10 Mom. Since we have the 9 Mom, I think it's safe just to order our triggers how we want them to be ordered. Go to 9 rather than 10 next turn without our leader ability this turn. But that's just me. We're not going to swing here, like I said, with no need to use our leader effect, no need to give them another card. So that's kind of the game plan now, is 9 Mom, back the 5-drop AK Luffy if they play it next turn. If not, put the Sabo in life. Or if they play a Kuzan or something, even better. We put the Kuzan in life, and now they can't get it out with a 2-drop. So they're going to go 6, 7. So holding up 5, of course. They're going to play this 5-drop AK Luffy. Not going to use the effect, which is probably fair. We're going to go 7 to the Sabo. They're going to think a while here. I remember them thinking for a minute whether to save the Sabo or not. We're going to put, like I said, we're going to put the 9, use the 9-drop, discard an ace, put the 5-drop Luffy into bottom life. If they have double Flampe, baby Luffy, you're cracked, I'm not. You know, what can I say about it? Pass turn. You know, the second and third Flampe, if they have it with the Luffy, you're cracked. They end up having it. Long story short, they end up just having it. They have double the second and third Flampe into the baby Luffy. Unfortunate for us. It kind of just mitigates our entire game plan, and now we can't even 10 Mom for value. I do remember this player being very good about playing around the 10 Mom, keeping themselves at 0 life every turn so that we can't burn whatever life with the 10 Mom and get extra value that way. So, you know, not a bad player or anything, this Bika. They're going to put the Luffy and Sabo. Like I said, they're going to try and keep themselves at 0 so we don't get any value off of the 10 Mom besides just gaining a life. And then they're going to play the baby Sabo into Sabo. And then just swing a billion into life, I believe. They'll swing 12 into life. We'll take it, of course. Now we probably just... I wonder if we play this another 9 Mom. Yep, so we're going to play Pudding, try to get something. We'll take a 1k counter. We just need counter right now. We don't need another 10 Mom. We already have 2. We're going to play the 9 Mom, put the Luffy in life. Of course, this gets punished by Gecko. But I don't really see another way to do it, because I don't really want to play the 10 Mom if it's just going to gain us a life anyway and do nothing else. So we'll prioritize the 9 Mom first. They do have the Gecko, which is unfortunate, but at least they can't swing with that Luffy this turn. They can only swing once. We're going to hit another beige out of life, which is just useless this turn. We're going to go 9-9, get 2 cards out of hand. Luckily, they give us the 2 cards rather than blocking because, as everyone knows, Black Yellow Luffy's cards in hand are way more important than any other deck's cards in hand. because they're going to end up whittling themselves down to 0 cards anyway. They're going to Luffy effect. After we tin mom, just gain a life. They're going to swing 6 with the Sabo, try and get as much value out of their characters as they can before they play a Gecko and remove them themselves, I'm assuming. They're going to go 8. Decide to counter that. That's questionable. Maybe just take that so I can use this beige with like decent value. Yeah, I probably should have just took that 8. I'll go 9, we'll hit a Sanji, no trigger, we can't afford to give up any more cards in hand. Plus it's just a Sanji, like it's super outable by Rocket Luffy or something. They're going to play their Gecko now that they swung out. Play Luffy, play Sabo. Leader ability, trash the finger pistol. Put Luffy Sabo in life. Luffy Sabo effects, go to 9k, swing 11k at life. We'll take it, no trigger, of course, pass turn. We know the 0 drops on our bottom, so we can potentially just live with another tin mom next turn. We'll go 9 at life. 9 at life. Trying to feel them out here. See what they want to do. They want to keep their Sabos on board if they can so they can kill us. They're going to have to give up 1 Sabo to that 12 swing. And now I think we just play the tin mom and hope to live. We do have like decent counter in hand. We have 0 drop, 2k, 1k, 1k, 1k. 2 life with the 0 drop on bottom. Decently high chance that we live. We just kind of get a high roll with the counter. Hopefully, or maybe they mess up their swings or something. They're going to start 9. We'll take that one. They'll start 9. I decided whether to take this or not, and I'm really thinking about it. I think we just have to take it and hope to high roll a trigger. We could definitely counter out of this, but just the way our hand is situated, it would have to be pretty... We'd have to discard 3 cards over it, and that just feels bad, so I decided to take it. It feels like they're able to math us out easier if we do that. We hit the 0 drop, which I think incentivizes them not to go for game. So we can counter out of this with 3 cards, this 8k swing. And the question is, do they go for it? Do they not? Do they just try to hold up double Sabo? Unfortunately, they don't go for it for them. They have another Gecko in hand. So like they just decide to play their 3rd Gecko and play double Sabo, which I'm assuming they thought was going to be able, so you know, they were going to live next turn no matter what happens, which is just not the case. If they would have swung out with the Sabo, yeah, let's see what they would have done. So at this point in time, they have the choice, you know, play Gecko, put up 3 blockers with leader 9k, or go for game with Sabo Luffy. They should have known that if they do the Gecko Sabo play, they only have 3 blockers, 2 cards in hand. I can go 13, 13, 13, 13 and win the game just mathematically. So that's kind of their misplay. They just 100% of the time go for game here. Let's see if they would have got it though. They can go what, 10, 11 is probably their best swings. So if they go 10, we take it, of course, because we can only get to 9. We hit the trigger, get the 2k, and then they go 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we would have lost. So yeah, unfortunate for our opponent, they didn't recognize that they were dead next turn, and they could have killed us for sure. For sure. If they split up the leader Sabo, which I get it, like playing into yellow, you never want to play into beige, because this definitely could be beige, it could be another 0 drop, they don't know. Or a Sanji blocker would have got me there as well. And they didn't know that, so they took the safer route, which in the end is not the safer route, because they just died 13, 13, 13, 13. You know, a little learning moment for our opponent here. But yeah, we get there in the end just because we can go 4 13s for even game. Even if they have 2 2Ks, they can't get out of 13 4 times. So let's go into the list one more time before we end out the video. I know this is a bit of a longer one, but this is the top 16 list in the Australian Auckland New Zealand regionals. I like it a lot. I like it better than a lot of like playing like techie cards in this list. I don't think is worth it because you just want to play into the one trick poniness of the deck. You know, do what you want to do. Do, you know, search, ramp, big body. That's all you want to do. And just do that really well, and you should get there a lot of the time. Once again, if you want to submit a video for me to review on these types of ranked game videos, I'll do that. Just do what I say here, send it over to my email with all these instructions. I'll put them in the description below in the video from now on. I'll do that for every video and talk a little bit about how to do it in every video from now on. But start sending them in. I'll get to them as soon as possible, and I appreciate it a lot. Thanks everyone for watching these types of videos. And now we can start getting you guys involved instead of just me playing over and over again. We can make this a little bit of a bigger community and see some, you know, various lists, because I only play certain decks. You know, I only like to play decks that I like to play. So if you want to play decks like Lucci, Black Yellow, those aren't decks I play. Throw them in, we'll get them on the channel. I appreciate it a lot. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.